where trading is concerned, I remember while I was on this journey, and I said, I really needed someone to help me. And no matter what I
Yeah.
tried, every time I tried new strategy, everything I did, it was just always a challenge. So
Hmm.
what I did was I decided I was going to pay someone to teach me. Now this guy
Yeah.
was charging me no, no, this guy was charging me 250 per hour, right? And that's, he was charging more, but I sort of crimmed down to we get to 250 per hour. And you know, and I said to him, and I remember one day when my friend was saying, Marlon, have you ever seen his real account? Can you see what he's doing? And I'm like, no, I've never seen. So I asked him, and I said, look, after I've had over 10 lessons with him already, and I said, look, I would love to see a real account because that's probably one of my challenge where I've never really seen a real trader. I've only had people who said they're teaching and so on, but a real trader is making real money. Even when I went on particular courses, all those guys, they've always demonstrate stuff on a demo account. And one of
Hmm.
my one of my challenges, for example, I saw at this Petra, I was looking at Petra and I saw with a real person like she is help. That then validates. I'm talking about Petra. She sort of does help people to improve their business and how they go about things. And if
Yeah.
you see real people doing it and you see that evidence, then you feel, that person can do it, I can do it as well. And for
Yeah.
example, like, for me now, that was always one of the thing that was missing for me. So even though I was getting all of those tuition from all these people and paying them all this money, what was missing for me is to see real people making real trades. So one thing I'll be showing you on a weekly basis is showing my real account, whether it's positive or negative, I'll be showing it because I need you to see that process, to see that, to show you that psychology. Now, can you see my screen now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so here are some trades that I'm currently in, right? I
I
am
don't know
in,
if I can actually see your screen. Well, I can see
yeah, you need to,
my screen saying waiting to update, waiting for update.
yeah, well, you should be able to see my screen.
Yeah, I can see it.
You can
Yeah.
see my screen, okay. All right, so here are some trades that I'm currently in. Up in bought natural gas. Okay, I bought coffee. Coffee is down 30 pounds there. I bought copper. I am basically 124 up on that one, and I'm in currently in USD, and I'm currently in I bought crude oil, and I've got two other pending orders. Now, one of the beautiful thing, right? If you look at, say, for example, um, this is a trade that I was in. And that
Hmm.
was where I entered the trade. I got into the trade, because my plan is for this market to come all the way up here, but um,
Hmm.
I decided to get out of this trade, and said probably it's better if I took the trade there. Okay, but anyway, this is a trade that I've set up at the moment, just waiting for it to pull back down. If you notice here on my chart, everything is
What
already
was the
set up.
rationale?
Huh?
What was the rationale, Marlon, not
Oh,
to
the
carry on
rationale
with the
behind
other
these
trade?
trades is these are the strategies that I'm going to be teaching you. But ultimately,
Yeah.
what the plan is just to show you what my chart
Mhm.
looks like. Look, this is where
Yeah.
I'm taking this trade. If this market comes back here, and I'm going to be taking a trade there. Now, I took this trade, I run it all the way down to there, made money on this trade. Now,
Hmm.
I'm waiting for this one to come to this point before then I'm going to be selling it back down. Now, so for all of these
Okay.
things, right? Um, this is what I'll be teaching you. I'm
Okay.
currently in the GBP JAPI trades. So all these things, this is what I'll be teaching you. I wasn't triggered into this trade, but we have specific entries and how we go about entering. Now, the beauty of what's going to happen for you is that for every trade that you're going to put on a real account and demo account over the next 17 to 18 weeks, you will, and if you sort of listen and follow my process, and remember right now it's about process over outcome. And then as well
Hmm.
as teaching you these skills and you applying them, right? And then you take an action, then it will lead you to positive results. Now, the beauty, as I was saying, is that I won't allow you, if you sort of follow my rules and what I'm asking you to do, to put a trade on without actually validating it for you. So all you've got to do, so if you need any homework, you email it to me. I have a check, I look at it, and then I'll say yes or no. But it's up to you if you
Okay.
want to take it. And
Okay.
also as well, what I'll be doing is to help you to select 6 markets that you're going to be trading. And these 6 markets, you're going to make them be a friend. You're going to learn everything about them, right? You're going to be writing all the notes about them, investigate about them, research about them, what causes them to move. For example, um, we already know what moved the market in terms of inflation. We've got interest rates, we've got trade balance, all of these other things move the market, which we did in the course that you came on. But anyway, so this is sort of the start. So every week, every Wednesday this time, I'll be showing you my trades. So therefore, you know, you can see a real person doing this thing. And because for me personally, I thought it was a fake. I thought retail traders couldn't make money. I contacted brokers and I spoke to them, and they said, right, we have got, my broker was saying to me, we've got over 10,000 people on our books, and probably about out of the 10,000 or 100 or 100 to a certain amount was profitable. Everybody else was failing, right? Now, I'm sure that's probably not something good to hear, but a lot of these people are the retail traders, and they don't understand the whole process, and understanding that knowledge is the key, you know. And once we acquire the knowledge, and we've got people like myself who understand, have been there and done that, and then sharing my knowledge with you. So what I'll be doing really is to give you 6 years of knowledge within the 17 lessons or the 17 weeks. Because remember, when I said, because I'm going to set your homework today, right? And then the
Mm.
homework is, and ideally, I would love you to send it to me by Sunday, and then I'll check it for you. And then after, and then I'll make comment, and then you can always then, um, you
Did
know,
you say due by Sunday?
yeah, yeah, it would be nice if you send it to me by Sunday. So therefore, because Sundays, because right now I've resigned from my full-time job, but um, but this is for September, so it's not, but because so I can give a bit more time to a lot more things that I would like to do. But ultimately, what I'm saying is, it will give me a bit more time to sort of look over what you've done. If you send it on a Monday, because I've got a number of sessions on a Monday and a Tuesday, so sometimes it's difficult for me to find the time then to sort of look over it. So it would be nice if we could get the homework done by the by Sunday. But anyway, without any further ado, this is what we're looking at now. So the first thing and foremost, has everybody got their trading their MetaTrader 4 platform?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, so we all got our MetaTrader 4 platform. Okay, so I'm gonna sort of run through again the MetaTrader platform, how it works, and then after that, I'm gonna be looking at what's meant by the spread, what create the rise and fall of the market, why you should consider trading as a business, and then we jump into drawing supply and demand zones, and then I'm going to tell you just to select a few markets that I want you to sort of draw the supply and demand zones for. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So this is where we are now. So and another thing, guys, you see, this is what happened. With my last cohort of student on my real account. I didn't realize I pressed a button. I saw open a thread and didn't realize it happened to me a few times. So
Okay.
so basically, when you're being distracted by doing other things, never have your live account open. But as I said, it's a starting process where I show you some of the trades that I'm in on a weekly basis. Okay. Now, so let's go into a demo and then start the whole process. Okay, guys. Now, what I needed to do, at any point, if I'm going too fast, please let me know. Now, everyone should have had their chart set up with a, this is how we're going to zone. This is what we click on to zone in, zoom in, and make our charts bigger. Okay. And this bit here is what we call the scroll to the end. So if we click on this, then, right, you see we can pull it. But then if I click on this, then that bit, so this basically scrolls out to the end. This one here is what we call auto. This one is auto scroll. This one, these two. So what I'm going to do now, just eventually, I'm just going to give you a little 5 minutes. So, you can actually, you can just play around with these bits on your, on the MT4 platform. Okay. So we've got this bit, give us to the end. This one will take off the auto scroll. So this one here, scroll the chart to the end. And yeah, okay. So everyone should have their chart looking like this with the green and red candles. Okay. And remember, let me just check now. Say that again.
My chart is still saying waiting for update. What am I not doing correctly?
Okay, right.
Hi. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Please, because we're here to learn from you. Please, can everyone put on their mics on mute so we're not hearing everyone's questions. And if you've got questions, can you type it in the chat, and then Marlon can ask later on, because I'm finding it very distracting.
Okay.
And if there's a Q&A session at the end, can we please leave the Q&A session at the end rather than asking questions during this time?
Well, to be honest, let me tell you how I love it, right? Let me tell you how I love it. I love it like this, where at this very point where there is a question, because sometimes when you leave the question and answer for later, the person might then not, right?
I'm finding it very distracting.
Okay.
And it's better if there's an order where you're doing the teaching, and then afterwards we can ask questions, we can write them down.
Okay.
But I'm finding it very distracting if someone's got a question and you're answering it straight away.
Okay. So that's fine. So what I need to do though, I need to answer this question.
I suppose we all need to get to the same. We all need to get to the same juncture.
Okay, so Taliba, right? Taliba, yes. What were you saying? Is it saying updating, right?
Yeah, it says waiting to be updated.
Okay, right. So I'm going to use your. Have you downloaded, guys? Everyone as well. What I needed to do for me, I needed to download what we call Team Viewer. So in future, so everybody should have downloaded for me Team Viewer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if we download Team Viewer.
Yeah.
So therefore, in future, if there's any problems whatsoever, we can always use your computer as a sort of the practice. Okay. So can I ask now, Petra, have you got TeamViewer on your computer?
I'm just downloading it now.
Patrick, have you got TeamViewer on your computer?
Not yet, Marlon. I'll sort that next week. I'm just on a tablet at the minute.
Okay.
So I'm just watching today. It'll be sorted for next week.
Okay, that's brilliant. Okay. Okay, so so what we're gonna do then, later on, Taliba, what I'll do is I'll then sort of look back at yours and have a look at it. Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
so this is what we're gonna have now. So if I then let me see what I'm gonna do here now. Okay, so basically, can you all hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So brilliant. So what we're gonna have now, guys, is this. We spoke about the red candle. We spoke about the green candle, but also there was one other candle that we didn't talk about, and it was this candle here, where let's find it. Can't see any of them on this one. Oh yeah, there's one there. For this candle, this blue candle here, the open and the close on this blue candle is exactly the same. Okay, so the open and the close is exactly the same now, and that's the reason why this one is blue. Okay, so if we go into properties, okay, now one of the things why we get this line graph, why we end up getting that. So it depends on what color you put as this color here. That's what creates it. Okay, now for us to get a green candle, then the open is there, the close is there, the highest point is there, the lowest point is there. For us to get a red candle, right? The highest point, the close is there, the open is there, the highest point is there, the lowest point is there. Okay, that's just a recap from what we did. And these are the candles. And if you notice on my chart, all you can see is just horizontal lines. That's it. That's all I use. You see a lot of companies and a lot of people using all sort of indicators. Tell you, indicator overload is not good. Okay, now, so we've got this market watch. These are the markets that we'll be looking at. Okay, so, and what I'll be doing as well, I'm going to be saying to you to have a look at the different markets. Now, what I'm also going to do right now, once I finish explaining about the most important parts of the MT4, I'm going to give you a chance to just have a play around with it. And then I'm going to give you a 5-minute session where you can just ask questions then. So if you're there and you're playing around with it, because, so therefore you can ask the questions right now, because I don't want to leave it and you not get it, because it's all about, because for me, from a teaching perspective, and because I'm one of the best teachers out there when it comes down to maths and science and those other things, it's always about assessment for learning to see if my students are making progress. No, I hate moving on and leaving anybody behind. However, if there's a situation where a person's just not getting it, then I'll try and see if I can find some time outside of the session to support that person. Okay. Now, so this is what we've got now. We've got all of these in the market watch. Now, if you remember here, I said we're going to look at the MT4. How does it work? Okay. Now, so let me just check again that this is my demo account. Oh no, this is not my demo account. This is a real account. Right. Guys, always check because sometimes you can have a number of different accounts, right? And you might end up pressing the wrong button. So always check. And let me tell you something as well. Your MT4, because you're on a demo account, it will expire in the next 4 weeks. So what you'll have to do, you're going to go to open an account. Then you're going to go to US03 demo. Click next, new demo account. Then everything, you can put it to whatever. You can change this to if you want to say, and I would probably sometimes recommend that, you follow through. And, I say, for example, my standard trading account, is say, for example, say £10,000, right? And I want leverage of 1 to 400. Okay, and the leverage is like every pound I have in my account, it equates to £400. I press agree, click next. Now I've created now a new demo account. Okay, so if ever you can see, if ever you realize that it's not loading, that's what you sometimes need to do. Okay, now so I've got my demo account. Now this is how we put trades on. Now if I click on this thing here and say, for example, I want to do a buy, meaning I expect this is the WTI. Let me use something. Let's use the GBP JAP AR. Let's use something that you're familiar with. Let's use the Australian dollar versus the Australian dollar versus the US dollar, right? So therefore, what I'm doing here is this. I'm saying that this market, I'm going to buy. Okay, so it's going to say to me if I want to do one-click trading. So once I press click there, right? Now, what I would say to you, if you try doing that, I would say don't accept that until you become a pro at this thing, because you'll probably end up by just wanting to sort of just to press, like for example, you want to see what the price is and you want to just click on this down, you might end up pressing this by accident and end up put on a trade when you didn't want to. Yeah. So so it's better if you sort of press this and then you've got a second chance to click again. So if I want to buy, I buy there. I've opened a trade. Okay. Now if you notice, when I've opened this trade, right? Okay. Now the market here is already down, I'm already down £20 in this trade. Okay. This is what the broker gets as a fee. Okay. Now if you look at this point here, right? This is what we call here. We call this the spread. And this is what the broker gets. So we're paying them to use their platform, and this is what they earn when we place that trade. Okay. And then when we close a trade now, we're likely to be in profit. Okay. So if we want to close a trade, this is what we do. To close a trade, we'll just click on. Yeah, if you notice here already, this market is going in my favor now, so that's the reason why it's starting to move in my direction. But then if I want to close a trade, I click on the X there, and I close the trade. And also as well, if you notice, you get a chance to click it twice, because you can either have one click trading. Now, as I said, when you get that come up, yeah, you just click cancel, and then you can, if I want to sell it, if I believe that the Australian dollar is going to go down, then I'm going to sell, and I click on sell. Okay. So there I'm selling now, still pay the same amount of money to get into the trade, whether I'm selling or buying. I believe that the Australian dollar is going to go down, then I click on sell. Okay. How you close that trade now? Say for example, I don't want to close all of the trade. I could double click on this, and then you can close out the amount that you want to close. What if you want to say close out a half of your position? You click on close, and then it close out some of your position. Okay. Now, guys, as Petra said, if you any questions you've got, just make sure you write them down. Because what we also have got to do is mindful that we're catering for everyone in a group session. And also ultimately, I'm still not going to believe in anyone, because I'm always going to have that break where I said about, assessment for learning, where people can actually check their progress. So guys, what I now need everybody to do now for me is to do that for me now. I need everybody now to take 4 minutes, right? And you're going to go on. You're going to do exactly what I've done. You're going to also, if you can't see Aussie USD on your chart, you're going to right click on the chart, go to symbols, then you're going to go to FX Major, click there, and say for example Aussie wasn't there, then risk I could hide, or I can't hide it because it's already open on the chart there. But you click on, if I wanted to say the Euro USD, click show, the Euro USD is there. Okay, let's close that one. Okay, so let's pull the Euro USD. Okay, if I pull the Euro USD over, okay, so what I've got now is this. So I want to buy, click on buy, because I'm expecting the Euro to go up and the USD to go down. Click on buy. Okay, the trade is already placed, if you notice, because look at the spread. The spread is just 1.4, right? Okay. So I want to close. Okay. So can everyone know for me? You've got 4 minutes to get this done for me, please. Okay, guys, if you would like to know how to get the list, this here is called a market watch. So the market watch is there. If you click on that, it comes on market watch. Click on market watch and it comes on the left. Okay. So click on the market watch and you get the list there. Okay. And remember these guys, these candles, just what happens on the daily. Okay. What's happening on the daily? It's, for example, today, this is where the market has moved. So for the example, the euro, today the market went up, come back down because you've got people who are buying, you've got people who are selling. And you might have the big banks, look at what's happening here. We've got a big engulfing candle there. And look at what happened, the market just run away. And this is what we look at. We look at these big engulfing candles. This is one of the strategies I'll be teaching you about, this engulfing candle. And what happens, look at this big fat engulfing candle here. Look at what happens to the market. It just run away in the opposite direction. Okay. Right, guys. Hopefully everybody had a chance to look at that. Let's get some feedback on how it went for you. Patrick, can you give me some feedback on how it went for you? Oh, Patrick, you say you're going to be doing it next week. You're on an iPad. Okay. Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Okay. Anthony, how it went for you? Anthony? Okay. Ahmad?
It went well.
Okay, and you were able to carry out all the tasks that I asked just now?
Yes.
Okay. Petra, what about you?
I'm not sure.
Were you,
I'm on the right screen.
okay, so were you able to access the market watch?
Yes. So I
And
can see I'm on US dollars. I can see buy 5, sell 5,
yeah, that's fine.
and that's all. I don't
And
know what else I'm supposed to do.
okay, so what I needed you to, I just needed to basically just click on this, buy, right? And then once you click buy there, the trade is taken. Can you see this trade is open there at the bottom there? And then what we do now,
Yeah.
I want you to just click on that and just close it like that.
So click on buy.
Yeah, just click on the buy, or yeah. Okay, and once you've click on buy, also I want you to close it as well. Okay. Also want you to click on sell. Okay.
All right. Nothing's happened when I click on buy.
Have you got team viewer?
Let me see.
While I'm waiting for Petra, Sean, what about yourself? Sean? Sean? Okay, Taliba?
Hi, I'm just trying to log on to it.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, Taliba? Taliba? Okay, Tila? Tila?
Sorry, Marlon. I had my buy and sell options up early, but I've lost them now and I can't find out how to get back into it.
Okay, so you've got this bit here. This. Can you see? Look at my screen now. And can you see that bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And can you see that drop down?
Yeah.
So can you click on that drop down for me?
Okay, yeah. I've got it back.
You got it back now, yeah?
Yeah.
And can you then click on the buy? And then, okay.
Yeah.
And then I want you to also click on sell. Okay.
So I can sell by market or buy by market.
Yeah. Or we can sell. Okay.
So that was successful.
Okay. Tila, you're going now. Tila?
Yes, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Were you able to do it?
Yes. Yes, thank you. All is good.
All is good. Brilliant. Excellent. So, Petra,
No?
is it sorted now?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Have you got TeamViewer?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you give me your stuff? You can either WhatsApp it to me, or you can either just tell me tell me here. It's up to you. What's your user ID?
What do you mean? The ID?
Yeah.
All right, I'll put it in the chat.
Okay.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I got it. Thank you. Okay. And I need the you need to send the password as well, yeah?
Okay.
I'm not saying that, they're basically any sort of wrongdoing, but they don't sort of flow. But if it's a currency that you want to trade, it's fine. Because what I'm not going to show you is that we don't want to be trading currencies where the spread is huge. Okay? So what I needed to do now, Petra, I want you to highlight, right? All of those pairs. So you're going to click on the entire box, and then you're going to click show. So click on the FX Major, click on the little small button to make it smaller. Okay, and then you're going to click on hide. And let me see what comes up. Click on hide for me. Okay, and then click on yours not responding I want. So click on the plus button for FX Major. And then we're going to click on these currency pairs now. So click on the Aussie USD and click show. Click on Euro GBP and click show. Now I wanted to drag this little box over a bit to the right for me, so people can see what's happening in the market box. Okay, so every time you click on show, then it appears in the market watch. Yeah, carry on. Okay, now if you notice here now, because remember yeah, thank you, you can stop now. Now if you notice, guys, click on close. Now I want you to go again and click on the market watch. Right click on the market watch for me. No. Click on market watch again. Okay, and right click in market watch. And then I want you to click on spread. Okay, so can you see the spread there now? Now, just over the left of the spread and just make it a little bit bigger for me. And yeah, pull it to the side, pull it to the right, pull it to the, that's it, brilliant. Okay, now, if you notice there, right, guys, the spread that we've got on these markets, okay, which is the Euro JAPY, the spread on these markets is very, very small. So you're looking at what we call 1 pip. So 1 point away. So like for this now, where you see that, say for example, the Aussie USD, where you see that 14, this bit here, in this is what we call the spread. Now, the smaller the spread, the less you will pay to enter into this trade. No, and that's the reason why people tend to trade the majors, and that's the reason why these currency pairs are called the majors, because it's more liquid. It's a liquid market. A lot of people are trading in these markets, so as a result, the spread, how much you pay to get involved to buy or sell these currency pairs, is far less than normal. Okay, what I now needed to do for me is to right click again in the market watch, and then you're going to go to symbols, and then you're going to go to me go to okay okay, now Petra, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to my computer screen, but before I finish here, let me just sort out this so you can actually have the bottom bits here. Let's okay, so because right, so I'm going to take this off. Let's take this off. Okay, and then what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go back to get this back. Okay, so Petra, you've put these trades on, right? So what I needed to do is just to drag this up over here and pull this up a bit. So let's close all these trades that have been open here. So you're going to click on all of these X's for me. So you place all these trades. So click on these X for me, please. So we're going to close all of those trades here. Okay, now the thing is that I think the market, let's scroll down here. Okay, now you can close, well, okay, see if, I think, let me see what's happening here. Oh, the market is closed. So because the market is closed, then you can't close these trades, okay? So we just need to close this off. Okay, so the market is closed now. So those, so that's the trades that you're taking. You just click on the X's there. It shows your swap, your commission, your price, your target, your stop loss, and so on. And also the way I'm going to be teaching you, we'll always put a stop loss on. Okay, so what you're going to do now from picture, you're going to drag, you're going to click on click on the Aussie for me. You're going to right click on the Aussie USD, right click on it, and go to chart window. Okay, and then you're going to make it big enough for me, please. Okay, now what you're going to do now for me, you're going to right click on this chart, and then you're going to go to template, and then you're going to go to Petra's template. Okay, and that's what you're going to do for those 6 markets that you're going to be putting on your chart. Okay, and that's what everybody's going to do for me. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I think everything is sorted on yours now for you. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go back to my screen. So in order for you to get back to my screen, guys, you just need to click back on the, oh, no, Petra, that is you. Petra, you would need to go back to the Go meeting, okay? No, not my, I just need to come off here as well. Okay. Okay, right. Okay, right. So guys, basically, so the MT platform, how does it work? What's meant by the spread? Okay. What creates the rise and fall of the market? Now, basically, what creates the rise and fall of the market is, countries have, for example, say certain items, like the H2 railway that they're going to be building in the UK. I think China's got a big part to play in that. Now, it could be that either the UK is going to buy material from China, or China is going to have to buy material from the UK, but whichever way it's going, because there's an exchange of currency, right? Where, there's a product card, there's lots of growth, there's a big trade balance within the country, then a lot of money is going to be spent. And how money spent by using currency, okay? Now, because we've got this currency exchange, and if you've got one country buying and they're pumping more and more money into a particular country, then of course that country's value of their currency will increase. Also, interest rate is another major player. one of the biggest players or whatever is a non-farm payroll, which is going to be this Friday. And what I would love you to do for me at 1:30 p.m., just go on to investor.com and have a look at, what happens to the market then. It's called it's called in let me tell you what it's called. It's called investing.com. Okay, I'll just type it in the chat. It's www.investing.com. That will give you live updates and what's happening in the market. Okay, for non-farm payroll. Okay, now, so what we've got here now, guys, it's about my recent trades, the MT4, how does it work, what is meant by the spread. Okay, now what I'm going to do, and I'm just going to go back to my chart, and if you notice there, right, while I was looking at these bits, which is the majors, what I'm now going to show you, I'm going to show what exotics look like for the spread on the exotics. Let's show you now. Now look at this now, guys. Look at the spread. We just divide it by 10 here. So if we divide this by 10, this is going to be 33 is the spread for this one, which is the CHF Singapore. This one is 19. That one is 14. This one is 88. So the euro ruble, the Russian ruble, now you wouldn't want to trade at any at all. Because before, say if you're trading, right, a pound for every movement this make, as you open this trade, whether you buy or sell, you'll be down 80 pounds, 88 pounds. Okay? This one, you'll be down 16 pounds. This one, you'll be down 4 pounds. This one, you'll be down 3 pounds. That one, you'll be down 1 pound something. So, and that's the reason why we don't want to go for the, yeah. That's the reason why for this lot, we don't want to go for anything exotic. Okay, so we've got the majors. Now, can we make a note of this for me, please? You're going to be selecting, because this is what I want. And this is one thing I think I could have improved on from my last group and my last one-to-one, which I thought if I'd done this, my students would have achieved, have a better relationship with the markets that they're trading. So you're going to choose 2 from this one. So 2 from the major. You're going to choose 1 from the minor. Okay, so the minors are these lots. Okay, then you're also going to choose from the commodity. You can either choose coffee, natural gas. You could also treat Brent crude. That's the UK one. You've got copper. This is the America crude oil. Okay, the WTI is the America crude oil. Copper, Brent crude, that's the British crude oil. Then you've got your coffee, you've got your natural gas, you've got your cocoa, you've got your soya bean. Okay. I probably go, if you're not someone who's going to get on before 8 p.m. in the evening, don't choose cocoa or soya bean, because that's the best time for you to put those trades, because they tend to close earlier than normal. So it has to be before approximately 8 p.m. UK time. Okay, we've got the indices where the Dow Jones, these are like, close at 9:15 p.m. But you've got the Dow Jones, you've got the Euro top 50 stocks, you've got the NASDAQ 100, you've got S&P 500. You're only allowed to choose one of these, right? And let me tell you something. I've built such a good relationship with so many of these when I had to call, a number of these pairs and decide, because I had to reduce mines as well, because I was trading just too many markets. It was a really big challenge for me. Now, of course, if you've got many, many friends and you don't have certain sort of distinct friendship with people, then you won't learn about them. You won't have really good relationships with them. And that's the reason why what we don't want is have too many markets that we're trading, because, you won't learn as much as you should about the different markets. Okay. Then we've got these indices. I was telling you about the Hang Seng. This is the Nikkei, and we've got the SPR, which is the Australian one. Okay, and remember, we already spoke about what the indices are. There's just a combination of all the stocks that make up the indices. Okay? The commodities, just as you can clearly see, is cocoa, soybean. Okay, we've got orange juice, we've got all of those other things. You've got the DAX 30, that's American, all the big top 30 tech companies. You've got, we've got metals. These are all the different metals that you can trade. Okay, you can either trade these metals or you can trade these metals. Okay, but then the one that I trade gold. So I trade gold, yeah, and I trade silver. Those are the two that I trade. Also, and that's it really. So you've got your 6 markets that you're going to be friends with. You're going to learn about them. You're going to just, and let me tell you something, right? Don't deviate from the plan. Because and eventually, let me tell you now, the person who I pay this guy £500 for 30 minutes to just to analyze what I'm doing, because in order for me to get to the next level, you've got to pay depending on what you want to learn. And the guy said, the guy looked at what I was doing. He said, look, he said, Marlon, if you really want to do this thing properly, then I would suggest you only trade 2 markets. And instead of putting on £500 trades, you put 1 £500 trade, and you've only got 2 markets to think about. And when you put your trades on those 2 markets, then that's it. But however, I'm saying 6 markets for you right now. And as you get to grips with some of them, because you're going to have friends that eventually you've got to let go, right? Now, while you're practicing, while you're on this journey, you might find that, for example, GBP JAPI, that's one of my worst nightmare. Every time I put trades on that one, no matter how I set up everything perfect, the market will just come, stop me out, and then move up to, if I was to do a pound for every movement, I'll be making like $2,000 in 2 weeks. But then because the stop loss on that market is very big, so I'd have to risk my normal risk management is say £100. I would have to risk say 180. And because I've been stingy there, I end up always, and it's almost like I'm like, right, this friend is a high roller, I probably just need to get rid of that friend rather than deal with that friend, or just get to grips and say, look, if I'm going to associate myself with this person, then that's what I've got to do. Yeah. So that's just a skill that will come over time. Right. So that's about the market, how we set the trades up, how we put these markets on. If I want to put a right click on GBP, chart window, go into my template, and then I put my blank templates on. We've got blank template, right? And that's it. Okay. And remember, I said anywhere you see these little blue ones, it's just that this open and close of the candle is exactly the same. Remember this bit here, each candle, you see for this is for each hour, 4 hours. Each of these can represent 1 day, what the market did in 1 day. This one here, what the market did in a week. So for this week, this is all the Euro, GBP, just move up, down, and it didn't really do much. Didn't move really big. But there might be a big movement tomorrow because Mario Draghi, which is a central banker, he'll be coming out tomorrow to have his speech and to talk about the economy and how it's coping, after the recession. This is on the monthly chart. We can clearly see it in the monthly chart though. It's made a massive move going up, and this has been in an uptrend. Okay, right. So that's for that bit now. Okay, so we've looked at, we talk about in terms of interest rates, will create the rise and fall, people buying and selling from different countries, in terms of inflation, in terms of another thing is trade balance, and all these other things will cause the market to rise and fall. Now remember, in every market, there's always a buyer and a seller in every market. Okay, now why should you consider trading as a business? Now, you've got to consider trading as a business. Why? Because if not, then you won't take a professional approach to it. And basically, if you look at most businesses in the UK, most of them close within the first 5 years. Well, within the first year. Now, if you take a professional approach, and a lot of people say, look, you know what, I'm going to employ someone to help me to create a business plan and a business and my goals and all that, and looking at, say, a 5-year plan. But what sometimes people don't understand is that this 5-year plan that we're talking about, the market is always changing. People are always updating what they do, right? However, we still have got a plan. And that's one of the biggest thing in trading, having a trading plan, having set goals, and we work towards them. And also, one of the biggest challenge where trading is concerned, because you're in charge, there's no boss. It's not like, for example, you basically, you went and you do an engineering degree, and you've got this engineering degree, and you're thinking, okay, right, I get a big post, you move up the ranks, now you're earning big bucks. These people could probably, some of these companies can't wait to see the back of you, right? Because, you're probably too expensive. But where trading is concerned, you're in charge. You're your own boss. You can, decide to press the trigger or not press the trigger. And if you do that and just go and willingly press triggers and all of that, then you're going to fail. So you have to treat this as a business and everything, the structure and everything. And that's also what I'm going to be doing with you. When we've got that half an hour consultation to an hour with me, and which each of you will have personalized with 1 hour with me, I'll be going through your business plan, your trading business plan. Because if we don't get that set up and have it right in terms of your money management, what are you going to be trading? How are you going to be going about the trade? What your trade setup should be like? All of these things you're going to be doing to make sure that you take the right approach. Because this is not just you go and you sit in front of your computer and you press a button. This is not about that. This is about taking a professional approach. Okay? Now, so I'm going to, and we're going to recommend that, we keep this thing as professional as we can, and you follow rules, okay? So the last bit now, which is drawing supply and demand zones, okay? Now, this way, the way I draw supply and demand zones is different to anyone else. And basically, if you don't believe me, go and try and find it on YouTube or anywhere. You won't see anybody doing it this way. Now, I've had a few people made comments on saying stuff like, I'm like, okay, can you get something that's going to be as consistent as how I'm doing it? Okay? No, you won't, because nobody else is doing it this way. And also as well, I think where trading is concerned, it's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. And I've observed at least 1,000 videos, I would say. And when I look at these videos and I see people drawing supply and demand zones, and I'm talking about at least 1,000 videos and supply and demand zone and seeing what other people are doing, right? And I'm like, no, you will never be consistent doing it if you do it that way, right? And then I see them go on to put lines on and to put lines. Once we put our lines on our chart, then we don't have to look at that chart and do anything else to it for another 6 to 8 months, right? That's how we operate, because we haven't got time to be putting on charts and making that chart fit the trade. We haven't got time for that. We've got lots of busy stuff to do. People get into trading because they want a better lifestyle, an easier lifestyle. Yeah, we're not supposed to be thinking about, here we go, another stressful day, right? So let's have a go now. What we're going to do, first thing we're going to do, we're going to put it on our monthly chart. So we're going to our monthly chart, okay? Then once we're on our monthly chart, we're going to go to the zoom out to make sure that we can see every chart, right? So we can see all the candles on the chart, right? So all of these candles, these monthly candles. And then what we're then going to be looking for is a turning point, okay? So we're going to do this line here. For some people, right, you will see your lines like this. So let's double click on the line, okay? Double click on the line. So if we go into trend property, if you go into parameter, you'll see array. That's what it's going to be like. So every time, this is what we're going to get. We're going to get some lines looking like this, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to double click on the line, okay? And I'm going to basically go into trend line properties, click on check array, okay, right? Now in a minute, I'm going to give people an opportunity to draw on this chart for me, okay? Because saying it and doing it is two different things. And remember now, because this is not my first group teaching, so all the experience from previous groups, I'll try and bring it into this one now. Okay, right. I need to get Patrick. No. You say you're not on your. Let me see who wasn't. Oh, Tila. 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 Okay, I'm gonna use somebody else. Right. Taliba.
Hi, Marlon.
Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give you the rights to so you can draw on my chart, right? Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna see something come through that states that you've got mouse control here. Just click OK.
Okay, that's fine.
And then what I know needed to do now for me, I needed to go up to trend line. And then I needed to, from there, I wanted to go up to where the market, I think the market has changed direction. Excellent. Up. No, wait. So double click on that line, Okay, double click. Double click so that it's highlighted. No, double click. Yeah, that's it. And then what I need, we're going to move it all the way up to there. Okay, so that's where the market then turn, yeah. Then when the market hits there, then the market turns back around. So we're going to go to there, down to that point there. And then what happens again? The market then moves up to here. Okay. Before the market then turn around, move back down to this point. Okay, so you put the next one on now for me, please. No, double click on it and move it all the way up. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Now click on the dot at the top of the dot. Yeah, click on it and then pull it up now. No, double click on it, then pull it up now. No, you're gonna use left. You're gonna left click.
So
and pull it and then pull it up.
There now.
Yeah, and
drag it all the way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Still not moved, hasn't it?
Okay, but you better click on it. Click on the dot itself. So what you're gonna do, let me show you. You're gonna click on the dot. You say so you're clicking on this section of it. So you click on there, and then you can move it. Okay. So let me just delete. I'm gonna click on delete. You put the next one on. So go back up there now. Trend line.
And right here.
Yeah. And that's it. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Now let me get someone else now. Right. Ahmed, can you click do the next one for me, please? I'm going to give you permission now. So when you see the link come through, I'm going to allow you to I mean, I'm not sure what you're using. Okay.
Oh, I'm using my mobile. My phone.
Oh, your mic. Okay, yeah. So you won't be able to do that then. Okay, right, guys. I wanted to start making sure that you can use your phone and then basically on your because you can do on your because I'm gonna be at times looking at your computer, logging into different people. So therefore, if at any point, say for example, one person doesn't understand something, then I'll be using their computer to sort of do it. So let me just check. Right, Petra.
Hello.
Basically, can you now put on for me? Put on the next line for me, please. So you're gonna go up to trend line, up to trend line.
Up to trend line.
Yeah. No, up. No. There's trend line there.
Okay, yeah.
So, click on the trend line, and then we're gonna go to the point where the market changes direction. So we're gonna start from where it is there.
Yep.
And then you're gonna go on to the point where the market. I remember we're going from left to right. Yeah. So down a bit more. Yeah, there. Stop there. Yeah. Yep. Okay. And then you're gonna go back up again. Go back up. No. Leave that now. You're gonna go back up the trend line again. You're gonna have to go back up the trend line.
Oh. Yeah.
And then we're going to go to the bottom of there. We're going to move it back up to where the market then moves up to. Okay. And then we're going to go back up there again. And then we're going to move all the way down to where the market changes direction again. Excellent, excellent. There, right, just a little time bit more. Yes, that's it. Brilliant, excellent. Right, just a bit. Yeah, but yeah, let me just sort of just move it on a bit. Yeah, right there. Yeah. Okay, carry on. Next one. No, we're gonna go. No, go back to the left. To the left. Up. Yeah, up.
Okay,
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
it looked
That's
like
yeah.
from the last
That's it.
one.
Okay, excellent. There. And then we're gonna move it down now. Okay, and then up. Okay, let me just get someone else. Sean. Sean. Hello, Sean. Sean. Okay, guys. Sometimes when if I call and I'm not hearing anyone, then I'm basically then going to then I'm going to be asking someone else. Okay, so sometimes if I don't hear people, because sometimes people don't really. Anthony. 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 Okay, right. Let me go. Right. So therefore, okay. Taliba, can you then carry on? Okay, right. For this one, however, let me show you something here. For this one, however, we came down to there before we move up to there, okay? And then, okay, before moving down to here, and then moving up to here, before moving down to there. So for your homework, guys, because I've got another group now. I've got another group now at 9:30. So what you're gonna do for me? Everybody will be doing the same chart, okay? And I want everybody to do for me. I want you to do for me the euro. So your homework, apart from selecting those 6 markets that you're gonna be trading, right? Everybody, you're gonna select for me the euro GBP. Are you gonna do this chart? So you're gonna do the euro GBP, and you're also gonna be doing the Aussie USD. So you're gonna be doing for homework the euro GBP, and you're also going to be doing the Aussie USD. And you're going to draw on for me, and then this is what you're going to do, guys. Okay, so I'm going to do here now. This is what you're going to do. You're going to go to File, okay. Then you're going to go to Save Picture As. Then you're going to click on you could put, for example, Marlin chart, and then go on to OK. Now what that's going to do, that's going to give you, that's going to show me exactly what your chart looks like. And this is you showing me what you have done. Then you go into, right, this section here, okay, highlight it, Control C, or just right click, and copy. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to paste it into, okay, Tila was, I'm working on the, you need to put it on the monthly time frame. Okay, guys, can you click on the link that I've put in the chat now, please, so you can see that? That's all you've got to do. When you send me the homework to my email address, yeah, that's all you've got to do. Click on that. You then send me that link. I would click on that link, and I'll be able to, yeah. Yeah. And that, yeah. Okay. And you'll be able to see exactly like that. Okay. Okay, guys. Basically, can you demonstrate again? Okay, Tila. Which part you want me to demonstrate again? Which part of it you want to demonstrate again? We go into File, and remember this is recorded. I will give you the links today for you can actually get this video, because the videos will be placed on my website in a secure area where you'll be able to look at all of them. Okay. So we'll go to Save Picture. Okay. Just put in. You can always put your name in there, as I said, Marlon. Okay. You can also as well. You could also put as well your homework. You could put also, it will tell me what you put there. Okay, let me see, where does it put that here? Okay, so that's it. And we're done. Okay. Okay, guys, thank you very much for coming tonight. I'm looking forward to supporting you and helping you.
Thank you, Marlon.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to supporting and
Awesome,
helping you to the next level. You're welcome. You're welcome. Now, as I said, guys, this is a place where it's all about making sure that we're happy. And I know we all learn differently, but ultimately for me, a lot of my thing is about interaction. So, guys, can you make sure you bring your laptop next week? Make sure your internet is working up to speed, because ultimately, it's all about your success. Because if you're successful, then I feel success. Because I'm not doing this just because I want to do this sake. I'm doing this because I want to have a lot of successful traders out there. I said Marlon helped me. Marlon has helped me to get to the level where I'm at today, right? So, guys, I've got to go because I've got another session now. Okay. Any questions? You can always, and can we make sure we get the homework done? The homework is 6 markets. Okay, 6 markets, and also set up the Euro, GBP, just like this, and the Aussie USD. Okay.
Okay. That's
Okay,
great.
guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good
Thank
evening.
you.
Night, night, night.
Okay, and the password and everything is exactly the same. Okay, guys.
Okay, great
Okay.
stuff. Thank you.
Bye-bye. And any questions, put it in the WhatsApp group. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Bye-bye.